right, welcome in, everyone. Steve Lennox, Lennox on Baseball live stream podcast as we recap day number 35 of the Major League Baseball regular season. 5 weeks now in the books with the completion of Wednesday's action around the Major League ballparks. Feel like we've got some paperwork to get through here early on in the show. As always, reminder, follow us, subscribe to our YouTube channel at Lennox on Baseball. Also, the audio version most days, I should say, available on Spotify as well. Coming up a little later on this morning, 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time, a Lennox on Baseball chat with Jonathan Mayo from MLB Pipeline. Jonathan's going to talk to us about his book that was released last year, Smart, Wrong, Lucky, The Origin of Baseball's Unexpected Stars. Again, we visit with friend Jonathan Mayo at 11:30 a.m. Eastern on this Thursday, the second day of May, 2024. Before we get into our Day 35 recaps of the Major League Baseball regular season, we open with a little That's Baseball. And what we've done previous 4 days is reveal a baseball card from the Topps collection, the pack that I opened up on Sunday for the first time, 2023, Adley Rutschman. Aaron Judge, our first 2 cards. Ivan Herrera, Seth Brown of the A's, our next 2 cards. So the unveil pack right here. And card number 5, Buddy Kennedy. I'm going to admit right off the top, this is where I have an admission. Buddy Kennedy. I did not know the name as of about 4 seconds ago. Buddy Kennedy, second baseman, Arizona Diamondbacks. Looking at the back of the baseball cards as well for Buddy Kennedy getting in there. Card number 135, first year in pro ball, 2017, and with the Diamondbacks in 2022, 30 games and 83 at-bats. Buddy Kennedy, Rutschman, Judge, 3 more cards, Herrera, Brown, and now Buddy Kennedy. I love the name. I'm going to have more on Buddy Kennedy on Friday. That's baseball. Well, as we're going to talk about here, review, even with replay and reviews, even with modern technology as good as it is, it doesn't seem like we always get the correct call on the field again in 2024. Fortunately, unfortunately, that's baseball. Let's get into it. Recapping day number 35 of the Major League Baseball regular season. And we start with the hottest team in baseball right now. South side of Chicago, Wednesday afternoon, the number 10 for the Minnesota Twins. Yes, 10 runs en route to a 10th straight victory. Boy, the Twins are hot, especially against the White Sox. They might want to schedule them even more often for the rest of the season. 10-5 the final. 10-5 the final. White Sox losing, and White Sox get swept at home in the series. 10th straight win for the Minnesota Twins. 7 of those victories during the streak against Chicago. Jose Miranda, 3 hits, a double, and a run batted in. Again, 10-5 the final. Twins complete the series sweep. They're on a roll. Byron Buxton, though, leaving the game in the second inning. Buxton stolen base attempt, exited the game, right knee soreness. We'll see how that plays out in the coming days and weeks for Buxton. Tried to steal second, jogged down kind of to second base, looked odd, and tagged out well before the bag, taken out of the game in that situation. And again, we'll see with Byron Buxton. Rocco Baldelli said he was in good spirits after the game, but we'll see with Buxton, who, not similar path, but, he's had injuries over the years, just like we've seen in recent days with Mike Trout, another injury and expected to miss an extended period of time. Tommy Pham for the White Sox, home run, RBI double in the loss. And how about this? I love this one. Captain Obvious quote of the season so far from Twins Ryan Jeffers. Winning baseball is a lot more fun than losing baseball. Thank you, Mr. Jeffers. That's true. Getting into the replay stuff from Wednesday night. Cubs beat the Mets 1-0 at Citi Field. Mets had second and third, 1 out, bottom of the 9th inning. Alonso reaching, going first to third on a double to the right center field wall off the bat of JT Martinez. Absolutely hammered it. Pete Crow Armstrong, former first-round draft pick of the New York Mets, went back on the ball off the bat of Martinez into right center field, right at the wall, jumped, stayed in the air, and the ball went off his glove. Second and third, 1 out. Jeff McNeil at the plate. Jeff McNeil lifts a ball down the left field line. Off the bat, thought, okay, sac fly. Mets tied at 1-1, go from there. Ian Happ does a nice job with his footwork, makes the throw to Nick Madrigal. Nick Madrigal throws to the plate. Miguel Amaya applies the tag. Was he on the plate? It looked like he was on the plate. Last year, already people putting out a play last year with the Rangers, Jonah Heim, he was on the plate. Runner was ruled safe. So they had two different things. Did Alonso with the head first slide, never go into home head first, never go into any bag head first, but we see it all the time. Alonso went into the catcher, looked like his hand came up, then got down on the plate in time. Review of was the catcher on the plate, and was Alonso safe? They come back, the call upheld, out at the plate, double play to end the game. Cubs win it 1-0. Carlos Mendoza went after the umpires a little bit, and he was basically told, take it up with the league office. And just one of those things, again, I don't think umpires are always, now umpires have themselves to blame in a lot of different areas present day with calls on the field, balls and strikes, inconsistencies, things like that. Yes. Certain umpires certainly come to mind. Their names come to mind immediately. But I don't think umpires are always put in the best spot in these situations. And again, mics are on, everything's on, heat of the moment. Hey, Carlos was told simply, go take it up with the league office and go from there. McNeil did not get the job done. Pete Crow Armstrong, sac fly, run batted in the fifth inning to account for the game's only run. We do love the one-run ball game. Shota Imanaga, terrific, 5-0 with the win, 7 scoreless, gave up 3 hits, walked 1, struck out 7. Jose Butto, the tough loss for the Mets. Cubs-Mets series finale, 4th game of that series. Cubs will try to take 3 of 4 on the road against the Mets in New York. Mets today will look to garner a split of that 4-game series. 1, and yes, 2 1-0 games on Wednesday. Love the 1-0 games. Nationals, 1-0 victory against the Rangers in Arlington. That series now even at 1-1. Alex Call came through, RBI base hit in the second. That's all the Nats would need. Trevor Williams in the bullpen taking care of the rest. Williams now 3-0 on the season, 5 scoreless. Gave up 5 hits, walked 4 in his outing. Rangers leaving 11 on base, 1 for 9 in scoring position. Rangers bases loaded, nobody out. 2 different situations against Williams over the first 5 innings, failing to score in both of those. And again, it's just a microcosm of how guys don't get that runner in from third, less than 2 outs. Don't continue to move the line. Bases loaded, 2 different situations, and you foul to score. There's a breakdown there. That's why when I do these, sometimes it is that, 1-0 game. Okay. Did you have opportunities? Yeah, you left 11 runners on base, just 1 base hit, and 9 opportunities with runners in scoring position. Those are talking points. Those are things that, for me, looking at the box scores, watching games different nights, and things like that, they just come up time and time again, daily, nightly, around baseball. 1-0 game. How many times did you fail to get a runner over, get a runner in with less than 2 outs? See how many times in extra innings. I'm shocked. And a couple of years ago, doing ESPN radio and doing studio work, postseason playoffs, 2 games going deep into extra innings. And it was a lack of execution. Games could have been over a lot earlier. Lack of execution and simply putting the ball in play, putting the pressure on the defense, getting the ball in the air when you're supposed to, and getting the runner in, less than 2 outs. It still baffles me. So 2 1-0 games on the night. Williams getting the job done for the Nationals. Again, that series even 1-1. 2-0 victory for the Yankees, their first win in their 4-game series against the Orioles at Camden Yards on Wednesday night. Oswaldo Cabrera, 2-out, 2-run home run. That off Orioles starter Corbin Burns in the 5th inning. All the scoring of the night. Yankees, first win of the series. Again, 2-0 the final. Burns the loss, his first with Baltimore. Luis Gil, 6 1/3, 2 hits, no runs, a walk, 5 strikeouts. Along the way, his record now 2-1 with the victory. Yankees, let's go. Here we go again. Yankees in this series so far, 0 for 12 with runners in scoring position over the first 3 games. Yankees, 3 home runs, 4 runs scored in the first 3 games. Orioles shut out for the first time this season, a home run, 6 runs batted in over the first 3 as well. The series finale Thursday afternoon. Those are 2 teams. Orioles right now leading the majors in home runs. They don't hit home runs. How do they score runs? How do they get runs across on any given night? Important in April, important in early May, certainly important come October. Both those teams, talking about the Orioles and Yankees right now, certainly postseason aspirations. Phillies and Angels. Phillies closed out their 10-game road trip and rang the bell with a 2-1 victory against the Angels. Phillies split the 4-game series in Cincinnati, won all 3 in San Diego, take 2 of 3 from the Angels. Plenty of strikeouts in the finale. Again, a theme. Philly hitters striking out 18 times. 18 times. Angels hitters striking out 11 times. Patrick Sandoval gave up 2 runs, struck out 10, tagged with a loss. Sandoval now 1-5 on the year. Zach Wheeler improves to 3-3 with the win. Wheeler, 106 pitches over 5 innings, walked just 1, struck out 6. Wheeler running his pitch count up. And part of that, and this is a stat that they have on most of the box scores now that you look at, Wheeler had 25 foul balls. I'm not sure how many of those were with 2 strikes. But the Angels just battled and battled during at-bats, got that pitch count up over 100 over 5 innings, and got Wheeler out of the game. Phillies bullpen taking care of the rest. Kyle Schwarber, a couple of hits, 2-run single in the second. Nick Castellanos, 0 for 4, 4 strikeouts. Joe Adell, 0 for 5, 4 strikeouts. Angels, 0 for 10 with runners in scoring position. Left 10 runners on base. Again, the theme just kind of spiraling with this one and going from there. Willy Adames, another big game against the Rays. Adames, 2 for 4, couple home runs, 4 runs batted in. Brewers taking 2 of 3 from the Rays at home in Milwaukee. Took the finale 7-1. Adames solo home run in the 6th, 3-run shot in the 7th inning. That made it 7-0. Adames, 3 home runs, 8 runs batted in over the final 2 games of that series against Tampa Bay. Rays, 0 for 8, runners in scoring position. 3 and 8 over their last 11, and outscored during that 11-game stretch 57-31. Colin Ray the win, 6 shutout innings. Ray now 3-0 on the season for Milwaukee. Braves 4-run 4th inning, go up 4-0 against the Mariners, win the finale 5-2 with the win in the finale. Braves avoid being swept in Seattle. Chris Sale gave up just a run, struck out 9 over 5. Sale now 4-1 with the victory. Austin Riley 2-run triple. That in that 4-run 4th inning for Atlanta. Mariners 2 for 11, runners in scoring position, 11 runners left on base in a low-scoring 1-run game. Atlanta now going on to Los Angeles, open up a series on Friday against the Dodgers. Tigers wrapped up a home series against the Cardinals, took the finale in Detroit 4-1 on Wednesday. Kenta Maeda, 1 run allowed over 6, picked up the win. Matt Vierling, 2 out, 2-run home run, that in the 3rd inning against starter Miles Mikolas. Verlaine, 2 hits, 3 RBIs. Alex Lang, with an inning and a 3rd scoreless for the 2nd straight game. He closed it out for the Tigers. Former LSU Tiger, 13 appearances, has allowed just 1 earned run over 12 innings so far this season out of that Detroit bullpen. Calendar turning to May. And for the first time this season, the Marlins have won 2 in a row. Marlins up 2-0 in their series at home against the Colorado Rockies. Game 3 on Thursday in Miami between the Rockies and Marlins. 4-1 the final on Wednesday. Roddery Munoz picking up the win, his first at the big league level. 6 solid innings on the mound. Struck out 6, walked 1, allowed just the 1 run. Rockies' latest losing streak has now reached 4 straight games. Red Sox, 4 straight wins. Winning at Fenway, winning on the road. 6-2 victory against the Giants at Fenway. Cutter Crawford, 7 innings for the first time at the big league level. Crawford, another strong start for the Red Sox. He picked up the win a second, gave up 2 earned runs, struck out 6 in his outing. Connor Wong, 3 hits, including a couple of doubles. Wong behind the plate for the Red Sox. Swinging bunt up the third base side in this game. Wong went after it up the third baseline, slid down on the shin guards, popped up, fired to first base. Great play. Not a lot of hyperbole. It was a great play. It was. But if you take a look at that play by Connor Wong, it's a tremendous play present day. I'm not going to say it was a routine play in the past, but if you watch that if you go back and watch the replay from Connor Wong last night, we used to see that play from catchers a lot more often than we do present day. It was a terrific play. I'm not taking anything away from it. Connor Wong had a terrific game at the plate and behind the dish. But we used to see that play a lot more often in the past. Royals in Toronto wrapping up their series against the Blue Jays. Kansas City, 3 runs in the 6th inning, 3 more in the 8th inning. Royals win against the Blue Jays 6-1 on Wednesday. Royals take the final 2 games of that series after losing the opener on Monday. Michael Massey, 3-run home run in the 8th inning. That broke it open. He finished with 4 RBIs. Massey, 2 home runs, 7 runs batted in the series. Seth Lugo, You got to put Seth Lugo maybe in the top 5 offseason signings to this point. Lugo, 7 innings, 1 run allowed, 5-1, 1.60 ERA. Lugo, 8 strikeouts, gave up a solo home run to Danny Jansen in the 7th. That was it. And the Royals, 5-2 on the season against the Toronto Blue Jays. Dodgers, no bees in the desert on Wednesday. Dodgers, 8-0 shutout win in the series finale against the Diamondbacks at Chase Field. Dodgers take 2 of 3 in the series. Yoshinobu Yamamoto, 2 relievers combining on the Dodgers' second shutout of the season. Yamamoto, 6 innings, 5 hits, a couple of walks, 5 strikeouts along the way. Will Smith, and impressed with the rookie Andy Pages for the Dodgers, both homering against losing pitcher Jordan Montgomery. Mookie Betts, 3 hits, 2 RBIs. LA now 8-2 over its last 10 games. Walker Buehler has been down in the minors for the Dodgers. Rehab assignment extended as he's coming back from his second Tommy John procedure. And it looks like Walker Buehler is going to make the start at the big league level for the Dodgers Monday against the Marlins. Walker, his second Tommy John procedure back in 2022. So he's going to get on a big league mound, make the start. We are wishing nothing but the best for Walker Buehler. Again, he's coming back from a second Tommy John procedure. I asked this question, pose this one for you. Are the Guardians getting paid for overtime? Guardians, their 4th straight extra inning game and 7th of the season, Wednesday, they came out on top for the 5th time in extra inning games. 3-2 victory against the Astros. Guardians win it in 10, 20-10 through their first 30, and it was Steven Kwan's night. Kwan, RBI triple in the 5th. That put the Guardians up 2-0 at the time. RBI double in the 10th inning. That gave the Guardians a 3-2 lead. That ended up being the final. In the bottom of the 10th inning, Kwan, diving catch in the alley and able to double the runner off at second base to end the game. Like I said, it was Steven Kwan's night for Cleveland. Tristan McKenzie, Justin Verlander, both giving up 2 runs over 7, both taking no decisions. Again, the Guardians, 7 extra inning games so far this season and 5 victories in those 7 games. Padres able to snap a 5-game losing streak with a win against the Reds on Tuesday. Wednesday, Padres made it 2 wins in a row, 6-2 victory in the series finale. Jake Cronenworth breaking a 2-2 tie. Cronenworth going deep with a grand slam in the 7th inning. Jerks and Profar, 4 for 4, 4 singles, and 2 runs batted in. A's complete a series sweep. Oakland starter Ross Stripling, 5 relievers combining on a 4-0 shutout win against the Pirates in the series finale in Oakland. Things are going so well on the field for the A's right now. They are closing in on a 500 record. A's outscoring the Pirates 14-3 and sweeping the series. Stripling, 6 innings. Again, 5 relievers. Stripling, 3 hits allowed, no walks, struck out 2, and notching his first win of the season. Abraham Toro, Tyler Nevin, both hitting solo home runs in that game. A's have now won a season-high 4 in a row, 6 of their last 7. Pirates, 1-5 road trip to the Bay Area against the Giants and A's, and they have dropped 13 of their last 16. Things going so well right now, I'm not even going to give the attendance figure from Oakland's ballpark on Wednesday. That's a wrap of day number 35, the Major League Baseball regular season. Again, we remind you, we're going to visit with Jonathan Mayo from MLB.com and MLB Pipeline. Live interview, live baseball chat with Jonathan Mayo coming up at 11:30 a.m. Eastern later this morning. Jonathan's going to join us. We're going to talk about his book from last year. We'll also talk about his career and some of the top prospects in baseball currently around for this 2024 baseball season. Sugar's Random Thoughts brought to you by the Yellow Rose of Talbot Bed and Breakfast in Easton, Maryland. If you are considering a stay on the beautiful Maryland Eastern Shore this spring, summer, or fall, consider staying at the Yellow Rose of Talbot B&B in Easton, Maryland. Tell my sister Tammy, my brother-in-law Kenneth, that I sent you their way. Sometimes when I think of the Milwaukee Brewers, I end up thinking about Stan Ross and the movie Mr. 3000. Not sure if I'd call it a good or great baseball movie, but Bernie Mac was really good as Stan the Man. On a separate note, Paul Sorvino, great actor, tremendous actor, great mob character, awesome in the early years of Law & Order. But in that movie, Mr. 3000, I'm not sure that I bought Mr. Sorvino as a baseball manager. Again, Jonathan Mayo, Lennox on Baseball chat coming up 11:30 a.m. Eastern. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Lennox on Baseball, our Facebook page as well at Lennox on Baseball, and give us a follow on the X formerly known as Twitter at Lennox on Baseball as well. There's a theme there. Leave you with one final thought. One final random thought. I'm really looking forward to the Marlins and A's series getting underway in Oakland on Friday. Enjoy your Thursday. Enjoy your Thursday of afternoon baseball, everybody.